Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to Let's Play Hand of Fate. Last time we finished the first tutorial-ish mission, so we are continuing to the next tutorial-ish mission, which is gonna be mission 2. I think it's the Magician, but we'll see.
I have clawed my way back beyond the 13 gates to this mortal realm. Welcome to my challenges. Together, we will traverse 22 paths of wisdom and despair in the hope of awakening.
Yup. So, the Magician. Let's see what that's all about.
Nothing here is coincidence. The answer to every question is in the cards, if you but look.
Alright, so the difficulty here is, the option, the task here is to make a deck, basically, with encounters which will be randomly shuffled in addition to the encounters unique to the fight. So the more really, that's it. And we have a companion card, which is gonna be only Malaclips at the moment. And is it gonna be 6? Oh yeah, right, 6. I forgot about this one. This is new DLC which I hadn't actually played yet. I forgot that I had that unlocked to do too, but that's nice. But yeah, we'll have Malaclips, and you can see he has some options. Wait. I wanted to inspect this. Why? So he has an activated ability which will be activated with left button, I believe, like left bumper. And it has that's the in-battle thing. The other thing is ranged magic, so he has that's the two battle abilities he has. The respin wheel basically means that if we get a wheel gambit, which we haven't seen yet, I don't think, we'll if we fail, we are given the option to re-roll, basically, to respin the wheel. So yeah, I'll take that one. Now the encounters. Well, we have quite some encounters already. In the top left, you can see... Can I use my mouse for that? Yeah, in the top left here, you can see what we are expected to fight, and it's going to be corrupted. So we're going to fight, and we're going to lose gold if we kill any empire, as you can see at the top here. But yeah, we're going to take. You can filter these things. We have so few at the moment, it doesn't really matter, but we'll take the things with a token. These two have a token. This thing has a shard, which I said we are not going to prioritize over new cards. So these three are new. We've already seen these three cards we have already seen. So yeah. So now we have no idea what we're going to get. So basically it shows to the left here what to the right here what you can get. Can get gold, food, or dice roll, and there's a chance on a thieves ambush. The thing with the ambush is that if you get ambushed, you cannot change weapons, so you have to make sure you're in the right gear if that happens. And well, he has a shard, gain gold option, dice. This thing gives us a chance to get equipment or gain resources. There's some dice, and there's a combat. Well, there's also an or. I mean, if you remember the distressed damsel we didn't actually get the thieves ambush because we beat the token, the card token. Anyway, that's going to be our 5 encounters. Now we have 5 equipment. So yeah, there's not much option. There's literally 5, and the shield has a token. So we don't know what these items and the encounters do until we run into them. So that's something we're gonna try. And it shouldn't be that hard because there's very few at this moment. Alright, so I think we are good to go. So let's get going.
A casual call to heroism. How many adventures start thus?
Right. There we go. There's only a gold token this time, so no silver token.
For 100 years I have thought about nothing but the game. I was defeated. It is true. I became complacent long before then. I thought I knew everything about the game and what it could be. Now you see before you the extent of my research. I have crafted this game anew.
Alright. Your conversation with the fur trader is interrupted as Malaclips arrives in a flurry. The whispers speak of trouble at the edge of the Empire. The town of Westwind is suffering against the Blight. We can find more about Westwind or head there. Let's find more about it. What do you want to know? Ask about the Empire's protection. No? Ah, there we go. A small garrison is meant to be protecting the town, but apparently they are all either dead, missing or drunk. Ask what makes Westwind special. I've traveled far to escape the oppression of the Empire. Westwind gave me my freedom, and I intend to return the favor. Right. Ask where Westwind is. Westwind sits on the outer edge of the Empire. While the Emperor focuses on the capital, its nobles and merchants, those at the fringes are neglected. And that's enough for now. So let's head to Westwind. You return to the markets and ask if there's any traders headed to Westwind. If any traders headed to Westwind might need an escort, there are 3 options: a stonemason, a food wagon and a weaponsmith. Well, food wagon obviously gives us food, stonemason I think gives us gold, I've never picked this option, and a weaponsmith gives us equipment. So I already tried this once before, and it's obviously the best choice, so we'll take a weaponsmith. You arrange an uncomfortable ride jammed in among the many tools of a weaponsmith headed far west. Look at the cardinal blade.
Like a compass, it indicates the truth of all directions.
So this one has a somewhat of an unique-ish ability. It when I use it, it shoots arrows in like magical blades in 8 directions, as you can see. Which is extra damage to corrupted, I didn't even know that. And our bash deals additional damage to armor, that's fine. One-handed is just a regular thing. But here you have the shard requirement. It's activate your weapon ability 20 times to unlock this shard. So it's a really relatively easy shard to unlock, and it's also a excuse me, relatively decent or easy, well, decent damage weapon, I suppose. 19 as opposed to the 18 as opposed to the 19 of the Villagers Act, so we will equip it. You arrive at the town of Westwind. To defend the town, you'll need to locate as many Empire soldiers as you can before the Blight invades. So we need to recruit soldiers. I don't think there's a target because there's no silver, like no gold thing, so we'll just head forward here.
They place themselves in these dire positions and then expect a hero to come rescue them when things become too much.
While patrolling the outskirts of Westwind, you hear the clash of steel and unmistakable groan of the corrupted. Your investigation leads you to a distressed nobleman perched on the roof of his carriage. Thank the gods I was heading to tea with the Gilbert when we were ambushed. My footman left me here to fight them off, but the brawl has now dispersed into the forest. The noble peers fearfully at the tree line. If you stay here and protect me, I can pay. Well, thing is, we kinda want to save the soldiers, don't we? And gold, to be honest, doesn't do much. So let's go after the soldiers. It also could mean that we recruit more soldiers. Alright, like, well, unsurprisingly. And we might even lose gold if these things die, so... Anyway, you rush into the forest and quickly encounter a squad of Empire soldiers battling the corrupted.
Let us see if the mage can help you here.
Generally it's better to use axes or two-handed weapons against the corrupted, but we're using the cardinal blade. Then we can go close-up of the trickster. So that's our trickster. When we fight, I will immediately press left button, because he will have a shield ready for me, which I will immediately accept and use. Anyway, a magician, a jester, and a vagabond. When activated, Metaclips casts a protective spell on you that can block a single hit. So yeah, we're going to use that, because it gives us an extra little bit of durability, I suppose. It's not that great, but you can see the button. As you can see, it's lit up to the left. Also the, can I show that? No, I can show it. But yeah, I moved my mouse so I couldn't actually point at it, but you can see the icon pulsate, so if you get close to him you can activate it. You need to be close to him. Anyway, let's go.
If nothing else, I'll get a song out of this.
Alright, I'm just gonna... These things are relatively... I think we fought them once. But they're basically... really easy. They drop down really quickly. Well, we only got one weapon attack in, so we still need to get activate the weapon ability 19 more times for the shard. So this isn't that bad though. There's some really bad one which takes a long time. Anyway, an equipment is much better. Warrior's axe is of course generally better than the weapon we're using, but since we have a shard, I'm gonna try to use it as well as we can, just at least get it off. Get this shard off me. And 3 food, so yep. Offer them gold to protect Westwind. Anyway, with the corrupted dispatch, the soldiers turn to you. I'm sure we could have handled it, but thanks for stepping in. I guess we have to go back to escort His Highness Sir Quivering Blanket of Mumsy off to his palace. So yeah, we can offer them gold, which we don't have, or we can appeal to the sense of duty, and we're gonna do that, and that means that we have to roll a dice. Looks like. So we have 4 dice.
Dice are a constant reminder.
No, 5
of
dice.
death.
Interesting.
The singular is die, as I'm sure you know, and they are often called bones for the material from which they were crafted. Here, however, they may also bring a touch of life.
I think re-rolling anything under 4 is fine. So we have 8 on the table. Yeah, they got it. Barely.
A win here sets the tone for your challenge.
Could have re-rolled one of the 2s and hoped for a 3 or 4 or higher. 4, 5, 6, but this is fine. Your inspiring speech wins over the remaining soldiers. So yeah, we gained 2 recruits. So we have 2 now. Let's move on.
The Empire reaches too far. The North has gone from a loose collection of tribes to something to truly fear.
You find some Imperial soldiers strung up by Northerners. We can fight to freedom, pay to freedom or leave, but we're gonna fight because these are not that dangerous yet. I think that's the first time we're gonna see the Northerners. You need, well, it's recommended to use one-handed weapons and a shield because they attack really quickly. You can use your riposte very well against them. Let's see if it's the first time. Yeah, I think so. Yep. From these are raiders. From the frozen darkness of the far north they come. Northerners can perform combo attacks. Use riposte with single-handed weapons to deal extra damage immediately after you defend. We'll see. As you can see, we'll use that for sure. As you can see, they're 2 really quick things, and if you... Thanks. I'm gonna use my ability, and I'm gonna use the B stun attack to stun this guy here. Kill him. Now we're done. So no damage taken there. Taken these guys out. Got 1 weapon ability in, and the shield absorbed the yellow attack, which I should have dodged. I'm gonna die from that at some point. And we get equipment. So we have this shield.
In more ways than one.
Yep. So Bastion of Purification. Against corrupted defend costs 30% extra damage, 30% of your weapon damage to attackers. So that's fine. It's far better than 4 damage shield there, but it doesn't have a token. That needs to be said. Gets 15 gold. With Northerners dead, you free the soldiers, and we get 2 more recruits. Let's move on.
Commerce thrives in even the most unusual of locations.
The shopkeeper nods to you as you enter. Adventurer, how's the world out there? So yeah, it's we can buy equipment, which we'll always check because there's new stuff, and we need to inspect the new shop, new stuff. So let's inspect. This reveals the shops. You can have as many rings as you can. So this would, if we had this on us, it would reveal the store. And didn't matter that much. A helm, which is simple helm, but this thing has a token. We need to defend 30 attacks from enemies to unlock this token. This is an actual token, not a shard, so we are absolutely buying this if we have the money up. Yeah, We'll take that.
Well, that may help you on the road ahead.
Alrighty. You can buy food, sell equipment. I don't think we'll borrow too much with selling equipment. If we get this token, we switch to this, of course. So the shield itself doesn't do anything. Buy food with 5 food. I have a feeling 5 food will be enough. If we starve, if we run out of food, we'll pay with 10 life instead. So don't want to have that happen too often. But now it's fine. Sometimes you can revisit these stores. Sometimes you can't. This one you can't. I don't know. Sometimes it's a bit weird. Well, let's move on.
Always treat those who feed you with respect. Even I stand by this rule, and I have respect for few.
Well, this might get us food. You chance upon a wooden cart overflowing with pears, pies, and many items otherwise. That rhymes. A wonderful smell wafts from the cart. Malekith shakes his head. Poor old Chester. This is why you should never be seduced by the wiles of women. Coin slave. They'll break your heart and leave you selling your lemon tarts with little business sense. The old farmer hawks his ware to passers-by. Tarts, pies, and exotic fruits. Chester gives you a jolly wave. What would you like to buy on this fine morning? Well, let's take the fruits. Chester passes you a giant raisin from his wagon. Chester smiles at the exotic fruits for a while, as if remembering a happy memory, before he finally decides on a price. So now we have to pick.
For more than mere success and failure. You choose the very stakes themselves.
There was one brimstone card in there which cost 30 gold. That's really bad if we pick it. I didn't actually follow that well what the other options were, but I think it was 3, 5, 10, 30. So let's take this, and we failed hard. Let's not. Chester seems stranger from that is. He takes the fruit from your hands and coldly asks you to leave. Alright. So, yeah, I should pay more attention to these things. Kind of bad at them.
Here we begin to see one of the small ways I've changed the game. Each challenge differs both in their rules and their objectives. Even those cards which were once the stairs now vary per challenge, as you will see.
Yeah, and that's true. Last time, that's what I said earlier, that in the first episode I said that the variety has changed. It's no longer just run through the dungeon, get down the stairs, etc, etc, continue until you get to the boss, but here you actually get more flavor. Anyway, let's go. The Westwind Tower bell chimes feverishly. The town crier bellows. There's corrupted inside the town. They broke through the sewers and into Loud's Lane. Our brave soldiers have gone down there to sort it out. You arrive to find Westwind's few remaining soldiers huddled at the entrance to its poorest area, Loud's Lane. We cannot let the corruption spread. For the good of the town, we must dispose of anyone who has been tainted, even a little. So we're gonna join the soldiers. If you keep exploring, you can return, which is always nice, but not useful at this point. You join in the fight against the corrupted. So it's only 3 blind versus and 3 guys of steels on our side extra. So let's see if we can get some defense in here. Oh yeah, Cardinal Blade we haven't seen yet, so we'll get a little sneak peek of that. Prepared for violence in every major direction. Yup.
I hope this works.
That's one defend. I fear that this. It's very nice to use this in close quarters. If you do so, then the things hit more dudes. I'm actually gonna wait. I'm gonna wait till this guy stands back up. It's an extra attack here. Can I do that again? Yeah, maybe. Can also just wait for him to attack me for a change. Hello. Ah, well, yeah, whatever. It takes long. Sometimes that's a way to get an easy objective, so I might have used that a few times more in the future. Would have liked more defense. I got only one, I think. With the corrupted threat removed, you've ensured that these soldiers survive to aid the town's defense. So we have gained 3 more recruits with 7. Soldiers help you scavenge what you can from remains of the poor souls taken by the corruption. This is 5 max life card, 3 food, and that's it. Right, so we have a little circle. So now we have a choice. Do we go up? Do we go to the right? We have 6 food, so we should be fine to pretty much explore everything. Let's go here.
They got themselves into this mess.
Yeah, we already find
this.
this.
Why you
We've already
should
seen
get
this.
them out.
So we'll just fight to free him again. If we found the a card already, I'll not narrate the whole thing, unless we get to a new part in the card or something. Here's a regular shield. Against these northerners, it's very nice to get some defend cred for that shield. It doesn't generally unlock encounters, by the way. It tends to unlock better equipment, so we'll see that. Anyway, when skies are darkened by your enemy's volleys, fight in the shade of this personal wooden bulwark.
By sea and sun, fate and feign.
That's 1, that's 2, that's 3. Alright. I lost my shield, man. And we'll do a little bash there. Right. I think we got like 4 or 5 defense in there. I think 5. You can track the progress on these things in a bit, so we'll do that in after this. So we get an extra. We can pick an equipment from 2. They're all kind of shit. So this is 5 out of 20. 7 food, and we gain 2 recruits. But let's see. We had 5 out of 30, so we still need to do a lot of defending. Oh, let's continue.
In your life, you will have wandered endless intersections, yet this one sticks with you. Why? What is it in your memory that catches here?
Alright, so we get a fork on the road, which is exactly what it does. It shows you what's up next. So there we go. You arrive at a signpost detailing the possible path east and west. And, well, we only have a path east, so there we go. That's it. We have a general store again. We'll enter it. The last stand is to the right there. We'll move the other way around. Mainly this healing spirits, that's new. This is an artifact, which is a different slot. Can be used at camp and just heals 10 when activated. It's fine. It will be used at some point. We'll get there. Leather armor. We don't have any armor at the moment, so we could pick this up, but it costs 10 gold. And to be honest, it doesn't unlock anything, and we should be fine. I'd rather have the gold for possible encounters, so we won't do that. And we will get rid of this soldier's sword, because it does absolutely nothing for us. I think we can get rid of this too, because I don't think we'll unlock this thing in time. So just to have a little bit more gold. Actually the same for this. So let's get all that stuff out. Just keep the stuff we actually use. Okay, let's go this way around. We haven't found a token. Ah, there we go.
Your companion has his own story to tell. We must wonder if this is a tale of a hero or a villain.
So yeah, this is a class quest, like a companion quest. If you finish this, you get a nice reward. So we'll try to get there. You arrive at the city markets to meet with Malaclip's associate. You find him sitting on a blanket by the sewer gates. You can't tell whether he's a goblin, a human, or an animate pile of greasy rags. A few wilted daisies and duckweed tied with rope are flopped on the ground around him. Merc! Malaclips calls to the creature, arms outstretched. I have a favor to ask you, my handsome friend. The greasy goblin man raises a hand to stop the bard's prattle. 10 gold first, you know that. Well, look at this, we actually got that. Malaclips looks at you expectantly. So yeah, we can give him 10 gold or refuse. Oh, of course we're gonna give the 10 gold. Malaclips steps forward as Merc counts the coins. Merkel Bean! The bard looks furtively around before quickly waving at his shoulder. I require help in removing a certain illness. You lose 10 gold. Merc considered Malaclips for a while. That kind of information costs more than a few coins. You splutter indignantly. I will require a test of skill from him. He turns and points at you. Pick a flower and eat it. The greasy florist displays his meager wares. Malaclips nods as if this were a fair request. So we can eat a few things. Luminous purple flower, forget-me-not, and a daisy. I think we're just gonna eat a... We eat a daisy, eat a forget-me-not, or eat the luminous purple flower. Well, I tend to take this because it seems that this is a unique one and the other ones are just regular flowers. So they just eat this one and get hurt. The flower has a crispy, burnt texture. So you have to roll at least a 15. Basically a 4 isn't enough. So in this case we need a 5, 5 and a... Well, we'll have to roll all these things because this is the 4 is not good enough either. And we got it somehow. So yeah, we rolled higher than the target, which actually surprised me, but we got it. Merc watches eagerly as you begin to choke. Malaclips, for his part, shows some sign of concern. Well, thanks Malaclips, much appreciated. Your eyes bulge and water. Suddenly someone begins slapping you hard on the back. You cough and a hard lump falls out of your mouth. It's a solid gold statue of Merc. So we get the gold back. Malaclips cheers while you catch your breath. Merc nods, happy with the results. He beckons Malaclips closer. Of those of us left, you should seek Ira of the Veil. She might know something of the cure. Last I heard, she's hiding out in the underneath.
Nicely done.
Oh no, not her. Malaclips straightens his neck shawl nervously. The greasy goblin man giggles maniacally. I know what it means, but I can't pronounce it. Yes, her! She'll likely eat your bones before she lets you speak. Now, if you excuse me, I have a business to run. With that, Malaclips associates turns away and hurls a bouquet at a shocked passerby. Flowers! Fresh flowers! Buy 'em or I'll eat your eyes! So that's gotten us a token of the mage, the mage questline, or the trickster questline, right?
In my day, thieves kept their distance. None would pickpocket a mage for fear of failure, or worse, success.
Alright, so with this one. The market bazaar is a hive of activity. Traders from across the lands called passersby to sell their wares. As the sun beats down on the crowded street, you pause briefly and to draw water from a fountain. So this is a token, and yeah, might have had the sigh. I don't like this one a lot, but we'll try. We'll see if we can beat this. You feel something tug on the inside of your tunic. Turning quickly, you discover a pickpocket making off with some of your belongings. So it took 5 gold of us. You jump to your feet and catch a glimpse of the thief as they weave through the crowd. So yeah, huge success is on top, I think. So this one is huge success. No, it's a failure. Completely wrong. The tangled maze of people proves too much for you, and the thieves makes their escape. So bye bye token. So we didn't do that well. And this is I think this is a relatively important one to unlock too. So we'll try to get them next time.
Age turns us all. She has done rather better than I in the time that has passed.
Walking through a shady forest, you encounter a frail old maiden. She stops to greet you. For centuries I have helped the mortals who find themselves lost in my forest. Is there anything that you that might help with your journey? At this point, only longer life really. Supplies will give us food, gold will give us gold, and longer life will give us max health. So this is the only proper option, I think. We have plenty of food to get to the end. May you live a long life, she says, and with a fragile wave of her hand, you feel a warm sensation through your body. So 10 max life, and then I think we're at the end. So let's get in there.
Now your chance presents itself. At last, stand in the defense of the peasantry. What noble traits you display already.
Well, there we go. So we have the gold token in the air. Anyway, let's go. Atop Westwind Town Hall is a large bell tower. It's used to signal the day's end for the workers in the mines and the surrounding fields. But now it will summon Westwind's defenders. Do you wish to summon the soldiers you have recruited? Yes, we will. We ring the bell. As night cloaks Westwind, you can sense the corruption rising from shadows all around you. You survey any soldiers you've managed to recruit. So that's 9 of them. You've scoured the land and brought together every available Empire soldier in the defense of Westwind. And there we have a new enemy, a Terror of Light, which is nice. It's just not that hard to fight. We'll get to that in a bit. Anyway, you must survive till morning when Imperial reinforcements will arrive. Let's give a rousing speech or remain silent. Well, let's try. Let's give a rousing speech. Inspired. I think it's on top. Last time I was wrong, so... but this time I wasn't. Your rousing speech imbues the soldiers with confidence and zeal. I've never gotten this one. Let soldiers deal more damage. Alright, it's a blessing. So, you will get on top of our dude. As you can see, the blessing here will show up now with this. And we won't change weapons. You can also inspect the enemies you're fighting here, by the way. It's actually, yeah, if we can we inspect? Yeah. The Terror of Light is feeble, can become knocked down when life is low, making him vulnerable to finisher, but other than that it doesn't say much. It's armored basically, so I have to bash to destroy the armor, which we'll see in action in a bit. May the gods bless you, hero, shouts a farmer listening by the stables. He's quickly bundled back into the inn for safety. Thanks, farmer, sir. Plenty of armors. Okay, we got another blessing from... Nice. Gold. Whenever you draw 2 consecutive gain cards of the same time, you gain 3 food. Cannot be used at camp. Oh, okay. Right. Permanent blessing. Any number of blessings can be equipped at one time. Okay. A camp is yeah, we'll get to that. I think next is the next episode. I think we unlock the camping mechanic then. But for now, let's continue. Let's see if we can get some more defense in and some more weapon abilities. That'd be great. We get to see the Terror of Light up here, which is that's a regular occurrence if it's the boss. Terror of Westwind. As the final vestige of humanity are erased, the terror awakes. Use bash to break the terror's corrupted armor and defeat it with a finisher before it regenerates. So we're gonna save him for last. Otherwise we'll be done too quick. So we're just well, I'm not actually gonna execute enemies at this point. I'm doing this on purpose, so I want to get some more weapon abilities in here. Ah, well, let's get rid of let's get rid of some. I can get an extra ability in here. I think that ability, that guy only uses these attacks. But anyway, I'm just using B now to get rid of this shield. Use my weapon ability when I can. Basically, when the shield is gone, you can really quickly execute him after he uses this attack. Now he's vulnerable, and you kill him. Oh well, you kill him almost. The regular dudes. Regular dudes are different, I suppose. Hello. And now we kill him. There we go. Easy enough. If you run into these in the wild, they have half the hit points, I think, so that's why I expected them to die. Anyway.
A mighty creature of chaos felled by your power. Does it satisfy you, this bloodshed? knowing those you destroy were once simple peasants going about their day.
Alright. Once the corrupted behemoth falls, the rest of the minions flee, the spirits broken. The soldiers erupt in cheers, praising your valor. You can rest until the morning, ready to greet the reinforcements with a town already saved. So there we go.
The magician returns to the deck, but now we only begin our stories of fate, folly, and magic. Do not think I'm satisfied with this, but at least we have a place to begin.
Alright, so let's open our loot, shall
Now
we?
you have learned the simplest of ways to build your deck. Each challenge will provide its own unique trials. Here are some more tools to keep you in good stead.
Right, so for saving the town of Westwind, we get these weapons, equipment pieces. For saving the town of Westwind, we get these encounters. The 2 token encounters. And then we get a token for convincing Merc to help Malaclips. We get the underneath.
As you play, you will find more options open to you. Should you find yourself blocked or overly challenged, take the time to explore the board. Unlocking cards will give you options you have not yet considered.
Yeah, that might come into action real soon. Anyway, we have a new thing here at the campfire. You can change your appearance here. I don't think we'll bother, but you could. So map maker, that's an adventure which we won't play when we unlock it immediately. I think it's we need more things for it. So we have 3 options here: High Priestess, Empress, and Emperor. We'll do the High Priestess next time. So thanks for sticking around. Hope you enjoyed this episode, and see you some other time. So see you then. Bye bye. Bye.